using the Papa Dent tool. Has several different type heads for metal or aluminum. The springs give you different tensions. It's made to pop, or you can use it to kind of push up from the bottom and roll a dent out. This is the 71 Ford truck tailgate panel. I've been working on getting the dents out of the center section. Thought I'd do a little video, do a film. Maybe it might encourage someone. I got the small mushroom top on it. Pushing up lightly from the bottom. Just see that the magic marker is in the low spots, but then the shiny spots are either a little high or just right. But usually what I do is push up from the bottom and then peck around on the high spots. That will make the low area raise up. It don't take much. By gently pecking around that low area, it'll make it raise. This is just a wore out piece of 400. It don't remove much aluminum at a time, but it removes the magic marker. You can also just push up some, like help hold the panel down. Press up some with your leg in that area. You can watch the light reflection as it's pushing up. It don't take much. When I first got this tool, I had watched the guy roll some dents out of aluminum, and so I decided I would try that. And man, I pressed down, made a terrible dent. That spot right there is just about gone. it for that one. Move on to this darker colored one right here. Hear the difference. Hollow, that means that I'm right under it. That's one way you can help locate your dolly on the back side, is the sound difference. As long as you got that hollow sound, you know that you're in the outside area. A lot of times when you're working in an area that you can't see the dolly, you can always get pretty close, but you can let it peck against it, kind of see where you're at. It's not the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's satisfying to see that dark discolor. Now I could put some rough sandpaper on this, say some 180 or 120, and sand that and make this magic marker disappear, but that would be making my aluminum thinner, and it's already soft, so you know I don't need to make it any thinner. Feel a little bit of a high spot right there. I bought these little hammers. Bought a whole kit from daggertools.com. Come with you'll have to go check it out. They got different kits. I bought it to fix the stainless trim, but this aluminum, the guy wanted it fixed. Go back on the Ford truck. All right, now we'll move on to this one. lot of body shops just fill stuff with body filler, and I still use some body filler. I'm trying to get to the level that I can just hammer and dolly stuff out. I've got a Chevelle in here, 68 Chevelle, that the trunk lid and the front fenders are just body work, hammer and dolly, and then primered, no body filler. There's a class from Ray Chalene in Charlton, Massachusetts that I want to go and take. I haven't had the time to go up there. It's about 11-hour trip, I think, from where I'm at, North Carolina. But it's something that I want to go do. A 4-day class with him and working with the other guys also. You can take, when you're done with the class, you can take flat metal and make whatever you want. Hammer and dolly, English wheel. He's got all the tools. I can use English wheel a little bit, but not as good as I want to. Let's see if we can get this one here out. These are not what you call dents. They are like, they're low, but they're like waves. I personally think it's harder to fix a wave than an actual dent. Because a dent, you can see, you know, you beat the rough part out of it quick. A wave, you know, when something knocks a dent in, when it goes in right here or right here, it's got to move somewhere else in the perimeter. If it goes in, it's just like throwing a rock in the ocean or into a pond, mud puddle. It's all same purpose. When it hits, it goes in, but it causes disruption somewhere else. So you've got to work it out. There's a lot of good videos on YouTube on sheet metal fabrication. See where the little spots came up shiny. I pressed a little bit too hard right there. Sometimes I've noticed that, like that right there, I didn't mean to press up too hard and make a little dent, but by it being out, when I pack it down, if I've got my dolly under here, it'll help raise that back up to kind of equalize everything out. I'm gonna switch heads. I got the small mushroom head on there. I'm gonna switch to this small one. That'll give me more of like a concentrated area. Back when I first started watching on YouTube, guys do this, man, I couldn't believe that they could take and make something straight. Because my uncle that I worked for in the body shop, we just got it close, put the mud on it. The body filler is what you're supposed to call it. And there's nothing wrong with body filler. Body filler put on, applied right, that stuff is good. But you take something like this, if you're wanting to polish it, you can't put body filler. Somebody's got to get the dents out. Put me on a new piece of 400. See what I got. Once they get all the spots raised up, I like to try to sand with a fresh piece of paper and get all of my scratches going one direction. That will tell me exactly what I've got. Pretty good. Little bitty low spot right there, shining in the light. You can watch the light when you pull it across and see any distortion. If there's a dent, your light beam is gonna wiggle. Over here in the corner, yesterday, there was some real bad spots here and right there. And I got the heavy part out, but it's just barely, you can see just a little bit of a flicker right in there. Rest of it looks good. I'm thinking once I sand my multiple steps, bring it up, I think it'll look pretty good. Y'all have a great day.